What is one thing that an advisor can do today to help spark their business and drive towards a successful financial advisory business?
Well, I think the first question I always ask people is, what is it you want to build and why do you want to build it? And like, no joke, I either get a non-answer, or I get, I just want to double my revenue. Okay, well, that's not an actual answer, right? What do you want to build and why do you want to build it? So the first question I always ask people is, what's your version of the 5 freedoms? Because if you can tell me what your version of the 5 freedoms is, it's really easy to figure out what kind of firm you need to build. Right? Oh, I want to build, right? I want to do some big thing and have a national footprint. Okay, you're building, right, an ensemble and a partnership and an enterprise. If it's, hey, you know what, I want to be like those clients that you have that make $1 million a year and take home $500,000 and take off 100 days, and I just want my lifestyle practice. Okay, that tells us exactly how to build your practice. So we have a 4-step coaching model, which is mapping, mindset, methods, and momentum. Mapping is getting really clear on where you want to go and why. And I find that most people either think that they're clear, but they haven't aligned their vision with their priorities, right? And things like technology. So it's an ideal, but it's not necessarily part of the operating culture. And so what we want to do is be really clear on what we want to build and why we want to build it and exactly what that looks like. The other option is people just don't have one and they're like, oh, I just get up every day and I go grow. And my response to that is always to tell people that people on a treadmill don't need a map. And so step one is, what is it that you really want to build? Do you want to have a tech-centric firm or do you not, right? Are you preparing this thing to scale and sell it? Or are you really just trying to survive the forces until you retire? And I think getting really clear, we have really, you got to get real with yourself conversations with our advisor clients, which is, let's just get really real with where we are, what's working for us and what's not, and what do we want to build? And then I think my best piece of advice is just don't underestimate the value of mindset. 90% of the advisors that I talk to, when they have some big goal they want to achieve or some performance measure that they really want to improve, right, or some big idea they want to implement, within 15 minutes of having a conversation, 99% of the time, it's never a methods issue. It's always a mindset issue. What is it? And we can kind of peel away really quickly what it is they then need to do to take action when they've been able to create that awareness. So it's not the most common conversation we have in this profession. But what I'm just seeing more and more as I haven't had the opportunity to share it in platforms like this one is it's really one of the most important conversations we can have.